Hey, welcome to Genesis Veracity Foundation. We're demonstrating that science and the Bible are mutually inclusive. After all, if you can't trust the book of Genesis, then why trust the rest of the Bible? You know, many pastors and preachers will sit in the pulpits and go, "Oh, Noah's flood," and mumble through it, but not treat it as real history. And it must be treated as real history if you want to believe the rest of the Bible. You can't say, well, real history begins at Abraham, because the generation before Abraham was Terah, a namesake of Tehran in Iran and the Turan Basin. Terah, an ancient name from archaeology. And before Terah, we have Nahor, who was the fields of Nahor described in the book of Genesis, which is the land of Aram. So it's a contiguous history there in the book of Genesis. You can't cut out the early portions and say, well, real history all of a sudden begins to be recorded, say at the time of Abraham or later at the time of Moses. So pastors, preachers, and you people in the pulpits out there, stress to your pastors and preachers that all of the Bible, for intellectual honesty's sake, needs to be treated as real history. And we here at the Genesis Veracity Foundation have ample evidence that all the Bible is true. Noah's flood really did cover the entire earth. Ha ha! Well, how did Noah's flood cover the Himalaya mountains? Well, listen, the Himalaya mountains rose at the close of the flood. The flood did not cover our current high mountain ranges because the mountains rose at the close of the flood. And that is demonstrated actually in the geology within those mountains. Marine creatures, 99% of the creatures entombed in the fossil record are marine creatures, meaning ocean creatures. And there they are in folded layers, which were still wet and soft because there's no tension cracks in those folded layers, proving that the mountain ranges rose at the close of the flood year as the ocean basin sank, so the water slid off the continents into the deepening ocean basins to receive that water. So don't let the Darwinists laugh at you about your notion that Noah's flood covered the whole earth, because it did. The mountains rose at the close of the flood year while the ocean basin sank. This all demonstrated at the GenesisVeracityFoundation.com. We welcome you and look forward to more YouTube offerings as we'll continue adding to the content here. Thank you.